We lived. We lived through all this, Debbie, and you didn't even know how to swim.
Melissa Jade Hall and her best friend Debbie Montgomery say they spent over 12 hours battling Ike, the ocean, and flying debris after the Crystal Beach house they were in crumbled underneath them.
And I noticed the water coming in the bedroom over here.
Yeah, the water came in the bedroom, started the water. This part of the house collapsed.
Barefoot and wearing nothing more than shorts and T-shirts.
We literally held on to trees until they were uprooted out of the ground.
This is all the stuff we're floating around in the water with, all of this stuff.
All of this chasing us.
And it seemed like an impossible task just to stand up.
Yes.
Just to stand up.
I didn't think I could do it.
Melissa says she didn't know at the time, but her back was broken.
And I thought, if one of us does die and the other one lives out here,
how could you live?
How could you live with yourself? How could you not think, where is she?
But I know I'd have never made it without God and without her. There's no way. There's no way.
After being rescued by a Coast Guard helicopter, spending days in hospitals and shelters, the women turned to FEMA for help. The women say they lost everything in the storm, including their IDs.
My car's gone. God, Jesus.
The women didn't own a home on Crystal Beach, and with no way to even prove who they are, FEMA has repeatedly denied their pleas for assistance.
In different ways, it's been harder than Ike.
Yeah. There've been some
dealing with them. It's been harder.
It's been longer. It hurts. It hurts. We're totally being rejected and abandoned by our government.
These women are far from being the only Ike victims wondering why FEMA won't help them.
You've got to be hearing the frustration from people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a very
Why is it
situation.
this way? Why is it so difficult?
Well, let's take the other side. FEMA's not an insurance company. That's not our job.
The denials seem to be excessive.
But FEMA could be doing a better job as far as Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is concerned.
There is a high number of those who are being declared ineligible. That raises for me a really large red flag. I'm very concerned about it.
According to figures FEMA gave Fox 26 Investigates, statewide, FEMA has looked into 562,000 requests for assistance. 46,000, or 8% of those requesting help, withdrew their application. 88,000, or 15%, have no final decision from FEMA because they have insurance. Another 112,000 applications, or 20%, are still pending. Statewide, 222,000, or 40% of people seeking assistance, have been denied. Only 93,000, or 17%, have been approved. That approval number is even smaller in Harris County. Out of 290,000 Harris County requests FEMA has looked into, 24,000 applicants, or 8%, have withdrawn their requests. 48,000, or 17%, have no final decision from FEMA because of insurance. 60,000, or 21%, are still pending. 118,000 Harris County residents, or 41%, have been denied by FEMA. FEMA has approved only 39,000, or 13% of Harris County requests for help. Why so many denials?
The biggest reason is going to be insufficient damage.
And to be totally denied for anything, that's what I don't understand. I just can't understand it.
Mike and Ginger Ling say FEMA denied them because their house on Bolivar is livable. They're left to wonder who in their right mind would live in this.
Do you know anybody that would live in your house right now?
No. No.
No, I think it would make you sick. You know, the mold and stuff.
They look at us and say, well, FEMA says we can live here, when it's not possible.
Okay, that's when you file an appeal.
The Lings are appealing, and FEMA urges anyone who believes they were denied by mistake to file an appeal. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Jackson Lee plans to hold hearings into how FEMA handled Ike's aftermath.
They need relief, and they need it immediately. On that instance, FEMA has not performed well.
Some Ike victims will be waiting to hear back from FEMA with nothing to their names and wearing someone else's clothes.
Just need to start.
Yeah.
Just to start.
Randy Wallace, Fox 26, investigates.